live video que
Welcome
fue better.
back to the Rated E Crew podcast, and also welcome to the very first. Yeah, I got it. I got it. All right, here we go. Welcome back to the Rated E Crew podcast, and welcome to the very first ever
What up?
live live podcast.
That's right. Live podcast. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've uploaded a podcast, but we've uploaded 2 videos on our channel. It's been going somewhat better than what it was or has been for a while. But Kenneth's got this whole new trip going. He's fucking dude. He's looking fine. I'm rocking the classic white T-shirt, and Dominic's got his sister's sweater again.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh
Also,
god.
Spotify. I don't know if we'll even have the video
Oh,
on Spotify.
I don't think I can upload videos on Spotify yet.
All right,
Talk
well,
to Spotify. I don't know,
all right,
but
well,
Oh, I think I froze.
to it.
Wasn't
First off,
there.
yeah, we apologize. We haven't made a podcast in like 3 fucking months at this point.
yeah. But make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got like 2 videos in the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
Follow us, all of our socials. Link in the description.
Well, yeah. Make
All right.
sure.
Well, should we get on with a topic?
Yes, first topic of the day. I'm feeling.
All right, hold up. I think my camera might be muted for now, but I'm just gonna go get a topic.
All right. Whilst that's stirring, can it tell me about your trip, dude? When did you get the haircut?
Yeah,
But
tell us
yeah,
acquired L drip.
Drip.
recently, like literally 2 days ago, I went to get my hair cut. And funny story, actually, the lady who cut my hair, she was like, have you cut your hair before? And I was like, just once. She's like, because it's uneven, and I was like, oh.
Wait. You've
I was
only
like,
cut your hair
you
once?
freaking noticed.
You've only cut your hair
Oh my god.
once?
No, because it was like, no. That's what I said, right?
What?
I mean,
Oh, you've only cut
I
at
just
that
said
place
Like,
once.
she was like, right, she was cutting my hair, right? And she like grabs my hair, she's cutting it, whatever, with her scissors. But she goes like, yo, it's like uneven right here, right? And then she's like, have you cut your hair before? And I was like, just once. But like in reality, I cut it like every other month. But yeah, that's what went down.
Bro,
I mean, it's the most even and like the best that it's been for since like COVID started. That's what I have to say though.
my hair is
Okay.
just all over the place. I mean, it's just a giant beanie on my head.
I would show you my hair, but this is all I got so far. This is all I got.
He's got his sister's hoodie. Anyways,
I'll
get
probably
get get started with the fucking topics, man.
Okay.
Well, topics.
So we
Here.
got. I'm just gonna list off a couple. So we have Biden, COVID, school, video games, cars. What's it called? Couple cities that have been affected by COVID. There's recent news as well that I want to talk about. Let's see. We got Bitcoin stocks. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Why is Gen Z so soft?
Soft.
How they ruined the Firefox logo, and
Oh,
how
that.
Texas is doing right now.
All right.
Okay, I feel like an appropriate thing to do would be to start off with Texas. We'll kind of go from there.
Yep. We can definitely do about
Okay.
that.
So everybody that's living in the United States, at least, has heard that Texas is now has experienced a lot of snowfall within the past couple of weeks at this point, and I don't know if it's stopped or if it's calmed down in any way, shape, or form. But all I know is that lots of people were without power and electricity, and all the politicians that are responsible for Texas were like, "Fuck you guys! You guys are on your own."
Yeah. So, as someone who's lived in somewhere pretty cold before, I don't see what the big. I mean, I feel like some of those countries that always experience the cold have it better than the countries that never experience cold and then all of a sudden get like this one cold. So, like, for example, if you go to places in Europe like Italy maybe or Spain, like during the winter, it's colder. You spend the winter more cold than if you would like here in the US because like they don't have like proper heating and stuff like that, so it's actually cold indoors as well. It's not like freezing when you step out the door, but it's just cold in general. So like I feel like I understand why there's so many issues, but like the fact that the fucking politicians just dipped kind of really says a lot about the politicians of the state and how
Yeah,
they
I don't
really care
remember.
about the
I don't
people.
remember what had happened before, but I think it was like some pandemic or something like that. But like the governor of some state here in the U.S. Like they didn't take responsibility like they did in Texas for like something that had happened, and uh the next time like they ran for whatever place they were in, they literally just um were like not picked at all. So I forgot what it was, but it might have been like a president, something like that.
Ooh,
Okay.
I don't know if you guys heard of that.
All right. Well, all right. I think that's a good place to just say our piece and just move on from there.
yes.
So, next topic I will kind of want to get into is let's go off of this one. Why is Gen Z so soft? Let's go off of that one.
Okay, hold on. Before we start answering to that, I need to give me give me a definition of soft. Do you mean
And
like
Mhm.
can't take a joke. A lot of things have changed. A lot of things are different now.
all right.
I mean, there's stuff we can't really say without offending a lot of people because already, but like we're offending ourselves because we're part of Gen Z. Here's one thing I can say: people from Gen Z who were born from like late 1990s to the early 2000s, we don't associate with the people who are part of Gen Z now. We
Yeah,
really
it's
kind of
like
like
it's really a
different
different there's like two generations basically in the Gen Z. You got like the
because
early 2000s and the late 2000
Mhm.
see for us,
2000s.
go ahead, go ahead.
No, 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 no. Go.
Okay, well, are
Speak.
you finished with what you were saying?
Yes. Go
All right.
speak.
I was gonna say that we're like the last generation that like really went outside. Because like when I was a kid, I used to play outside all the time, and now with COVID and everything and online school, my life heavily depends on the internet. So it's even crazy to think about how like 15 years ago the internet didn't really even mean shit, and now like 15 years later it's everything now. It's just really crazy to think. And now we're going to enter this stage of like robots and AI eventually, maybe not
Mhm.
today, maybe not tomorrow, but
Hell
we're going to
yeah.
eventually point where we're going to have AI working for us.
I
just
Yeah,
just
mean,
just
on
thought I'd
that
say
topic, uh, they're already like working on VR games and stuff like that. So like at one point, it's gonna be really hard to distinguish like reality from like virtual reality, right? So I mean, just imagine what like our kids are gonna have.
I
yeah,
feel like for me it's been
So
a completely different experience simply because I haven't grown up like my entire life. I when in Portugal, where I'm originally from, like the internet, well, I mean, there was no internet or anything. Like phones were like rare. Like until the early 2000s, no one would have a BlackBerry. Like that's how
mhm.
delayed like the phones really were. Like the first time I ever saw a touchscreen phone was like 2010, 12, 11, something like that. It was like in Russia already. Like never like it's just the other countries are so much more delayed, so my childhood has been like completely different and it's kind of grown more and more dependent on technology as a whole.
yeah.
But we're
Now,
steering away from the main topic, which
yeah,
is just go ahead.
it's why is Gen Z so soft? I don't know. Times are just changing, and I guess people just look at us as soft, but it doesn't really speak for all of us really.
I feel like
We don't
nowadays,
I
yeah.
don't follow a lot of what of what Gen Z is like, not spreading. I shouldn't say spreading, of what they're saying. I don't follow something some other people don't follow. It's just like Gen Z. Everybody is different from each other. We all have a
So
different
like
set of beliefs.
I'm gonna say this again. Comedy will always, in the end, offend someone. So there's always like a comedic standpoint. It's like making comedy is kind of making fun of someone. Now that someone could be yourself, it could be someone else, it could be an event, but it's always making fun of something, and that's comedy. So you will always offend someone. But I feel like now, like in today's age, you have there used to be like a gray area of comedy. There used to be comedy in everything. Nowadays, you have two categories of people: the people that literally get offended by everything and the people that take comedy too far. I feel like there's so little people now in the middle, in between. Like most people don't find funny like comedy that you would find funny like 10 years ago. Like they either like extremely dark stuff or they get offended by everything. I feel like that's just how society is now.
And it's kind of sad to see because now, like, even if you say like the littlest of things, anything can get you just fucked over on the internet. Hell, why do you think I'm even wearing the mask and the hoodie to begin with? That's
Kill
not
me
saying
all
I'm the
you
same.
like. Yeah, go find my address. Shoot me to death.
But yeah, I'm just saying the internet is a bitch and they can find out a lot about you. So, all right, moving on from that, here's a good one to kind of steer us off this thing right here. What's your worst injury that
Yeah,
you
I
ever?
mean that's why we have cancel culture and everything like that.
I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's definitely like the dark side of
Yeah.
like that's just people jealous of others' popularity and sometimes like they are right. So like for like sexual assault victims and stuff like that, that's perfectly fine. But I hate it when people immediately jump to conclusions without hearing either both sides of the story or without actual evidence of like because like you're ruining people's careers. Like what if they actually didn't commit those things? You know what I mean?
Wait, what was the question I heard? What was the biggest injury you've ever had?
Yeah, that we
Yeah.
steered that completely away.
I, I said, what's the biggest injury that you've ever had?
All right, I guess I'll go first. Well, I think it was fifth. No, it was like fourth grade. But I was like at summer camp, right? And I was like, I think I've told this story before, but I was like turning a corner like really fast, and I was trying to like, it was like my first time skating too. So
Ice
I was
skating
turning
or
this
roller
corner really
skating?
fast. I mean roller skating.
Okay.
I don't know how to ski. So I was turning the corner really fast, right? I was trying to be like cool, right? Like, oh, I'm going fast. And like the music was playing as I was like, oh, this is like such a cool moment, right? So I was like, this is my moment. And then my siblings were behind me, so like, you know, I was like, let's go, right? But I'm turning this corner and I just feel like all my weight just drop and collapse on my ankle, right?
Oh, you broke your
And my
ankle?
ankle just goes vroom, right? Like
Oof.
it
Oof.
does like a complete turn, right? Like on itself. And I fractured my ankle. And yeah, my mom was called. It was like, I was at like summer camp, so my mom
For
wasn't there.
me, I
Um,
was this was
yeah, it was
eighth
bad.
grade, I think, middle school. So I was part of the soccer team, and the worst part is this was in Russia. So I used to play in the snow every winter. So like imagine, so like nowadays you have snow days, right? There were no snow days. We would still play soccer in the middle of the snow. And
Mhm.
because of that, my knee, like it fractured like a tiny piece of bone and it stood in there. Sometimes like I would like my knee would stretch out, my leg would stretch out and I wouldn't be able to move it. It would just lock in. So I had like a whole operation and stuff. It really like sucks. And like my knee has really never been the same again. But other than that, yeah, that's literally the only time I've kind of like broken or fractured a bone.
Yeah. So would you consider that like your greatest injury?
Yeah, I mean it's my only injury, but it
Can
is
be
my worst.
emotional too.
It did kind of like ruin like I'm just like slower now. I can still hear it with like when it bends sometimes. It's kind of like
Really? You can hear your knee bend.
yeah, it's kind of complicated. It's because of the way my knee is structured. They had to put like metal parts in it as well. It's very difficult to explain.
Okay. So
When
I guess
you
I'll.
go to the airport and then you go through that, metal
Dude,
detector.
I had to go like through the airport in crutches. They suck. It sucked. The only
Wait,
benefit is that like I
so when
got
you go
past
to the
security.
airport, you have to go in crutches.
Yeah, but then I get past security and they gave me a wheelchair.
Like,
Mm,
do you
That
still do
it's
that?
No, you
You
fucking
still-
dumbass. I don't still do that. I
thought
can
you
walk
said
perfectly
now. I
fine.
thought you
Not
said now.
now, when I fractured it. I had to go to I was going to the airport. So like they got past I think security or something and they gave me a wheelchair. So like I would like literally cut lines. It was the greatest thing ever. My dad literally joked said I should break my leg more often so that we could get past the lines. But
yeah, because
yeah.
airport. But yeah,
I thought you were gonna segue into. I thought you were gonna segue into. So we did.
I'm just
I'm
segueing
So we
a
into-
started breaking
so
our
we
legs.
did.
Right. So like, if you asked me this question a year ago, I would have said that when I was 6 years old, I was playing outside. I was just running around like my street, and I think I was on a bike, and I hit like the sidewalk
The
was
curb.
kind of like uneven a little bit.
The
So I was
curb.
riding my. I remember just flying off.
Of course.
And I put like I didn't want to like do my hands or anything. I stuck my knees out and I slid and I scraped my knees.
Oh, on the pavement?
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember when all
Ooh,
Cristiano Ronaldo on it.
That was the
bro.
worst injury. But
Doing that on
un-
grass already
What happened
hurts.
to your
Imagine doing
leg?
that on the
Your
pavement.
knees?
until around like 6 or 7 months ago, I got stabbed.
Okay,
When?
okay.
You want to stab wound? You want to see it?
Uh-oh. I mean,
You want to see it?
does YouTube allow this? I guess so.
Yes, I
I don't
guess
know
so.
if YouTube allows this.
Maybe actually within the editing process, just put a picture of it right here. So it's family friendly because it's a little bit risky.
Hold on, then
But anyway,
don't show it. Don't
Are
show
you
it.
stitched?
I'm not gonna. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
we'll
So
do it
basically,
later in the edit.
pretty much what happened was, you know, I was screwing around and I hurt myself. I got a big boo boo with a knife and
Boo boo.
I was just like,
Wait. What happened to the
I
guy
was just
that stabbed you?
what's that?
Wait, did you stab yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Wait,
the
what?
He
same
stabbed.
I didn't get that part.
Damn it,
it was a
man.
little
Wait, did he get stitched? Did he get
embarrassing.
stabbed? What happened?
He
Okay,
stabbed
so basically,
himself.
I was fucking around with a switchblade, and
Oh, okay.
I was like doing some really cool like fucking Naruto type moves.
Jesus.
I was just looking.
Bro, that's the most dumb thing you could have done as well.
Yeah,
God
but
damn it.
actually, it went into my
You're
fucking
playing with
leg.
the switchblade and you accidentally went like this.
Yeah,
And you
it went
accidentally
into
just fucking just fucking I'm stabbing myself now.
He goes, and cuts his hand off or something like
yeah,
that.
just fucking.
Oh
Just
my
like
god.
All right, but basically, what happened was, the blade went into my leg, and I started like bleeding like excessively. It
wait.
was really
So
bad.
you probably cut a vein? Did you cut a vein?
I don't know if I cut a vein or if I cut an artery or something like that, but it was like bleeding to the point where it looked like really thick blood. Like someone spilled like just like took a ketchup bottle and just fucking put that shit all over the floor.
Damn.
I
Wait.
managed to stop, I
How do
managed
you
to stop the
I don't
bleeding.
I still don't understand how you accidentally grab your switchblade and stab yourself in the
I
freaking
was like doing like some fucking down motion and then I just I
So
wasn't
you
looking.
literally stabbed it. Like you didn't even like it
Yeah,
didn't even like scrape by. You just stabbed it. I
yeah.
just don't understand how that happens. It doesn't matter.
It was an
Just keep
it was,
going.
it was an accident and then I was able to get it out and then I took it out and
Wait,
then my blood,
like during this time, what did your parents say?
oh
Or like who saw?
no, my mom was gone.
What was their reaction?
Wait, what?
There, she was not at the house.
Bro,
Of
she
course,
gets home,
like
she's here bleeding like crazy from the knee. How did you
Gets home,
explain?
home and
Hold
sees
on,
Dom touching
hold on.
himself.
How did you explain that you cut yourself
Oh my
in the
god.
knee, by
You know what that reminds
accidentally
me of?
with a razor
You
blade
know what that
while
reminds me of?
trying to pretend to be a fucking karate kid or some shit?
Have you guys seen Malcolm in
that's
the Middle?
exactly what
Malcolm in the
happened.
Middle?
That's
I
that's
haven't
exactly.
actually.
I'm like, I was fucking around with a
Yeah.
knife and I need to go to the hospital.
Oh.
And my
I
mom was
haven't
like,
seen
"You're
Malcolm in the Middle.
stupidest fuck
Is that what you
on
told
this
her?
earth." She and then she drove me to the hospital and I had to get some stitches as well. I still have the scars of the stitches.
Oh, I had to
Yeah.
get
Of
a
course.
ton of
Fucking
stitches for
Jesus
my
Christ,
knee.
what a brutal injury.
I still can't believe you
Yeah, I
accidentally
was gonna.
stabbed yourself.
Yeah.
Like it didn't even
But it was the
scrape by, you
bleeding was
straight
so
up
bad.
stabbed.
The bleeding was so bad. You know what I fucking did as well? You know what I fucking did? I know that like I was bleeding a lot through my leg. It was like a lot of thick blood everywhere, dude. It looked like
Oh
a
god.
murder
Wait,
scene.
how old were you?
I
How
basically
old were you?
This was last year. This is like
Wait,
this
what?
year or last year, dude.
yeah, it was last year.
I thought you were talking about like I thought you were talking about like
And I
like
told like a little
8-year-old
kid too.
Dom or 6-year-old Dom. This was last year.
Last
Oh
year,
my
dude.
god. You're
But
oh.
anyway, what happened was
Ooh.
eventually I
Oh
got to the
god.
point where like the bleeding was stopped and I was like, okay, I can still move my leg around. I'm fine. I covered it up. So and I'm like, shit, is this gonna get infected? I need to find like hydrogen peroxide. I need to find something to disinfect it. So I took the hydrogen peroxide. I put it all
Oh,
over my
dude, how did that not sting?
and
Like
I
you have
So
like
you
bandaged.
got the
I
you got the
bandaged.
bottle of hydrogen peroxide and you just dumped it on your leg then? Or
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
dude, how did that not sting?
Of course it fucking stinks.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
You know
like,
You
what's
should have just
bandage
wrapped it
it's not
around
as
like
bad as
paper
and I
towel.
put a bandage on it,
it's
and
not
then
as bad as medical alcohol though.
well,
It's
because I
like
didn't
that
want to
sting.
get infected, and my mom wasn't home at the time. So it got to
Mm.
the point. Look, this is how fucking stupid I am. It got to the point where I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not gonna die from this, but if I keep on like losing blood, if the blood doesn't stop coming, I'm eventually gonna pass out. So in order to help me, I gotta go drink all the fucking water that's in the fridge.
Sure.
What the fuck?
Oh
Why? Why would you drink the water?
I heard in the health class at some point in my life that if you drink water, then it helps you. It, I don't
it
even think
never
it was help.
occurred to you to get a rag or a
I
towel
just heard it.
Exactly, and
and
wrap it
contain the
around,
blood?
dude.
Yeah,
God damn
and
it, dude.
Yeah.
I know,
Jesus
but
Christ.
my stupid ass was like, okay, I have a band-aid. Now I'm gonna go drink
A
all the water.
band-aid? Bro, you just
You start
slapped
chugging
like one of
water.
those with like a smiley
No,
sticker on it, or
one of
just
those
like putting it on
band-aids
like the giant
size of
ass cut.
it was like one of those big band-aids. It's like the size of my palm. It just slapped on there, and then
Oh.
like, okay, so now hopefully the bleeding stopped. So now I gotta go get some fucking
Did that
water.
do anything?
I gotta go drink all the fucking water, dude, because it's gonna help my blood.
No, he had a bleeding leg and he had to piss now, dude. Obviously, it did nothing. No way.
It was
Now he had two problems, not one.
actually, this wasn't even last year. I think this was like 6 months ago, 5 months ago.
He
It
goes
was it
5
was
days
Fucking
ago.
Halloween.
genius. It
It
was
was
It was
yesterday.
last week.
It
before
was
Halloween.
yesterday. It was before Halloween.
Halloween.
He was like, I just got back from the hospital.
Hey, it's your boy Dom.
Oh my
What
gosh.
happened?
All right, we have to move on because
Yeah,
this story
and then
gets
the worst
ridiculous.
part is,
Talk about
before we
brutal
segue, the
injuries.
worst part is
Oh my
I made
God.
up a fucking story and I said, yeah, I got stabbed.
Yeah,
Just to
dude,
cover up my fucking
you
idiocy.
got stupid.
Who
You did get stabbed though. You're not
who
lying.
stabbed you? First of all,
Technically, I'm not.
Technically, he isn't even
you're not.
lying.
They
He
robbed
just
you and
he
stabbed
just
you.
is the guy that stabbed himself.
And like they just don't immediately go for like my heart or my neck or some shit. They go for my leg.
I mean, now
It's
everyone
like I
knows
was
you
running
fucking
away.
lied to them. Like everyone knows that you stabbed yourself
I didn't
instead.
tell anybody else. I only told Miguel, and I think I
Dude, I legit thought like you had gone to like the south side of like some like of like the big major city and like gotten like stabbed by like some random like drug lord or some shit. I was coming
drug.
up with multiple possibilities of why you'd get
God.
stabbed in the first place. And then you told me you
I would
self-stabbed and I was like, "What?"
stop if that was the case. But yeah, that's the biggest.
It's so funny to me that the first thing that came to your mind was to drink as much water as you could. Just
Because
like
I thought,
what?
because no, like look, the people
Health
who
class
actually
saves
who pass out from
lives.
who pass out from blood loss. I'm like, those people must have been like on a fucking empty stomach or shit. Like they're weak as hell. And they have no water
Oh
in their
my
system.
God.
That's what you know what that is? That's my fucking parents, dude. Because anytime I got injured as a kid, they're like, some water, here you go.
What?
Go outside.
For
That's
me,
my fucking
I'd get injured and then they'd even kick me off for being injured in the first place. Do you know how
okay,
It's like in
expensive this
health
is gonna
class when
be?
they give you ice.
They give me ice. You could literally have any disease in the world, they'll give you ice. You could have COVID,
okay,
they'll give you ice.
yeah.
Yeah.
They just don't know
COVID.
how
I
to.
mean, talking about injuries.
Okay, let's see if I
Once
can fish.
I was in let me
Yeah,
let me
just
tell this
just
story
say
really
your
quick.
thing.
All right, so I was in I think it was in the same year I broke my leg or whatever. My ankle, I mean.
2 in 1 year.
Fractured my ankle. But I didn't get injured. So there was like I was at like my school playground, and there were like a couple like groups of girls that were like on the monkey bars, and they were like on top, standing up there trying to be cool and stuff.
Oh
Then one
no.
of them like gets down to will get down, right? Because
Yeah.
obviously it's like recess is ending. But she like grabs one of the sides of the bars, and I don't know exactly how she held on. She shouldn't have held on, right? Because her legs like came down, and her
Yeah.
hands were like still holding the bar.
So she fell on her
So she's on
neck.
the top, right? So right, she's standing on the bar, right? Then she
Yeah.
reaches down, and I don't know exactly how her legs went down, but the weight of her legs like snapped her like arm, like bent her arm like this part. It snapped
Oh.
like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
and it
she
was like brutal. It
dislocated
was like
her
a red.
arm.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Damn.
Don't be in playground. I
And
thought
it
you were about
happened
to
like
tell
right
some
in
like
front of me.
story on how you were
Or it was
you were gonna try and impress the girls on top of the bars. You went up there,
no, no,
stood
no,
up
no,
there,
no.
fell off,
My
and like
leg's
broke your.
broken. My ankle's like fractured at this point, so I couldn't
Uh,
even get on the monkey bar.
so you wanted
Yeah.
to do it, but you didn't
No, I
have
was
the
like,
ankle.
those swings where they have like one for like injured people. I was
Oh
on that
no.
swing, right?
Yeah.
And right in front of me, there were like the monkey bars, and that's where they were playing, right?
Oh god.
So like I side on full like right in front
Full
of me.
HD. He got it in 4K.
Yeah,
You know the
it was brutal. It was really bad.
that reminds me of the
Mhm.
time where when I was a kid, when I was like 8 or 9 years old. You know when you just go to the park and just like people are there, like kids your age are just there and you're just playing and shit. This one kid, you know how it's the same shit with the swing set, but this is what happened. One of the kids, you know how they have like the regular swings where you're just like, you know, this isn't a story about a guy who's like, I'm gonna do a big jump, fucking jumps off and he fucking dies. No, because I've seen it a million times as a kid. No, what happened to this fucking idiot was he did
Yeah.
maybe the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I've seen it on the internet only once or twice, but you know how they have like the baby swings where it's like
Yeah.
swing for like 2 or 3 year olds. Of course, his mentality was, I'm gonna fucking go in that swing and I'm gonna start swinging around. He starts swinging around. He gets into the thing. He starts swinging around. He's like, yeah, 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 I'm having
How
fun.
did he even fit in the first place?
He gets back down. He can't get out of the thing. Like his legs are just
Of
bad for
course.
it, and he just starts crying.
Wait, wait,
Oh my
wait, wait.
gosh.
Wait, did he
And a
like
bunch of
fall backwards or something?
All right.
no, no,
Hold
no, no, no,
on.
no.
First of all, how did he get
He
on?
got down and he's like,
How
okay,
did
I
he
want to get
sit
out
on it?
now. And then he just couldn't lift his legs up to get out of the thing. They were stuck.
Oh.
And he's crying. And then all these kids just come over and start laughing at him. And then once they're done laughing at him, they go to help him. Eventually they got him out, but he just ran away after that. After they got him out, they're like, are you okay? Are you okay? He wipes his
Of course.
eyes and just fucking
Mhm.
books it.
Dude, there's so many
Mhm.
stories of people just falling off the monkey bars. It's hilarious. I
Uh-huh.
had like one girl who was like on top. It was literally karma at
Well,
its finest. So she got to the top. She got on top of it. She stood. She started jumping. Absolute idiot.
Mhm.
The monkey bars were wet, so she fell on top of the monkey bars. She was so close to falling off and breaking her back, but she fell on top of it. So she slid and fell on the monkey bars. She was so lucky.
On the monkey bars?
Yeah, she like
Jesus.
broke her like finger.
God,
Okay.
But she was like this close to falling off the edge and breaking her back or her neck or something.
Damn.
got lucky
Hmm.
Yeah, that's about
about
it.
luck.
No more stories about kids hurting themselves. Otherwise, YouTube is literally gonna come after us.
True,
I mean,
true, true.
kids are
Okay,
meant to get
do you guys
hurt,
want
so
to
then they don't repeat it.
segue into the topic of Bitcoin
Sure.
and the stock market?
Sure.
Sure.
Are we gonna
So
talk about Wall
just to
Street
find
bets or
Bitcoin.
no?
Well, we can graze over that while we're talking about like Elon Musk and like what he did with Bitcoin.
Okay.
So, okay, first off,
Right.
the
Mhm.
Wall Street bets. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about it, but just quick summary. Bunch of guys online on this Reddit server or some shit. They were like, okay, let's these people are gonna bet against GameStop to go up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy a shit ton of the stock so that it can go up, so that we can screw them over because they're betting against it going up. So they bought all the stock and it got a little out of hand, and the stock value went from like $20 a share to like $350 a share, and then stock over the time decreased, and like all these apps like Robinhood and like the major apps people use to buy stocks were not allowing you to buy any GameStop, AMC, Nokia, like none of those stocks,
And
nothing like that.
they actually got like sued for that because that's freedom of what is it? Freedom. It's one of the
It's
amendments.
not freedom of speech.
It's a
No, it's
First
one of the
Amendment.
amendments because they got sued for it and they
Yeah,
lost. They had to re-put GameStop stock purchasability in their app.
yeah, because they took it away because all the billionaires, that just fucking goes to show, anytime they don't get their fucking way, they do whatever the hell they want.
No, but it goes to show, like, if you look at it, like, only a small group of people that have like they're not rich, they're not anything. A small group of like minimum of like just shredders, regular people, how they manage to manipulate the stock market. Now imagine what big companies can do, and how the big
Yeah,
companies can manipulate the stock market.
companies are always manipulating the stock
Like
market, but
exactly. So if like if a small group, like a subreddit of like how many people were there? I don't know, like maybe a couple thousand.
for
But a
millions.
small group, well, now there's millions because people joined it because of the memes and stuff. But
And because
but the people that actually invested in the GameStop, it was like 1,000 or 2,000 maybe tops. I don't know exactly what the number is, but like from that small amount of people, none of them are like super
Yeah, it was
rich, like like they none of them own like big companies. But like imagine if a big company that has millions of dollars of investment opportunities can use to manipulate the stock market.
which is exactly what Elon Musk did. Now, when it comes to Elon Musk, I don't know if it was money from Tesla or something like that. He poured in a lot of funding for one of his companies into Bitcoin. So it would
I
encourage the
think it was
stock.
like 1% of Tesla.
I think
Like
it
a
was
matter of
something like
yeah.
that. He put all that money into Bitcoin. So not only did the stock go up after that, then people saw that this is a big opportunity to start investing. So lots of people started investing, and the stock for Bitcoin started going back up. And the stock for
Mm.
Bitcoin went from $36,000 for one Bitcoin to like $56,000
I
for a
think it's at
Bitcoin.
60 something now.
No, 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 no. The stock it went down after
Oh, it
like
went
56,000.
down. Okay.
Yeah, it went down.
Let me check.
But Elon Musk, I'll tell you one thing right now. That's like the smartest move he's ever one of the smartest moves
I
he's ever done.
think, I mean, Elon Musk is like an extremely smart man. I mean, literally all of his companies are very well known, very, 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 what do you call it? Not popular, very
Yeah, it's at
successful.
48,000
I
right now.
mean, he literally created fucking PayPal. He co-founded PayPal and then sold it off. Tesla's literally the only company that works off of making electric vehicles. Like their only consumer product is electric vehicles, whilst most other automobile companies make all sorts of vehicles other than electric. Which so he's like regardless of what you say, he's very intelligent. He manages to like completely turn companies around. PayPal was revolutionary because it was online payment. Tesla's revolutionary because it's completely brand new. It's like a company dedicated solely to electric vehicles. He has a solar panel company. He's fucking SpaceX, dude. Like they're all revolutionary companies that are actually successful. So like the man is very smart. I feel like he definitely had stocks of Bitcoin. So when he invested that 1 million, he already had a couple of stocks so that when people started investing, he then sold it all and made a bunch of money profit.
He made $1 billion off of that whole thing for the
Yep.
whole trade of Bitcoin,
Yeah,
which
actually.
it makes you think like this is all just like imaginary money. Like Bitcoin might be a cryptocurrency, but I don't see people taking Bitcoin as a payment method
But
really.
I mean, like it's actually now like there are there's like some companies that started paying out of Bitcoin. I think
Even
the
Amazon,
NBA and stuff.
I think Amazon even
Tesla
said that they're going to start their
Tesla
own.
announced that they would start accepting Bitcoin payment.
And I think the NBA, one of the NBA players got paid in Bitcoin as well. I don't remember who it was or where it was. I just read that somewhere. Anyway, but
Did he
what I was
actually?
gonna, yeah, I
The
think
stock just
so.
fall.
I think he did. He get paid in Bitcoin. But I feel like
Yeah,
it goes to say like money could be
Mm.
anything. Money is just like a representation of
true.
value. So like at any
Like
point, the
Yeah.
money can go up or down. So if you look at from the global scale, like a euro, 1.21 euro is approximately $1.2 or maybe 1.6. At any moment it can go up or down. So like the devaluation of a currency. So like it's really just a piece of paper. So cryptocurrency makes sense because it's just a replacement to that piece of paper. But it's really the same thing. You could pay in gold, you could pay in potatoes, you could pay in literally anything. It's just a trading of goods. But the money part is just a piece of paper that demonstrates a small amount of value. I mean, that's why cryptocurrency works in the first place. Otherwise, no one would invest in it.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell, even Dogecoin, whatever.
Dogecoin, let's go. I
Yeah,
don't even know
bro.
what that is. It's like
It's
some
it's it's another like
crypt.
cryptocurrency that I think Elon Musk even made Dogecoin as
I'm
well, but
pretty
like
sure. No, he made it as a joke. I'm pretty sure.
He
yeah,
made
but like an
Dogecoin.
actual thing on on stock market websites. But my point is that with Dogecoin, it just goes to show that like anything can be like right now Dogecoin is at I think 0.05% of a dollar. That's for one Dogecoin. If people ever just start pouring money into it, if Elon Musk is ever like, okay, Dogecoin to the fucking moon, and people will follow him. People would follow because you want to take advice from literally the richest fucking guy in the world. That's what a lot of That's another thing I want to touch on. All this fucking motivational shit, all this life advice shit I see on Instagram, like you know, the biggest one I could probably think of is Arnold Schwarzenegger saying, never fucking what's it call it?
Give up.
Uh, fuck. Like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take type of thing. Because like, did
Yeah.
you know that Michael Jordan missed 9,000 shots in his NBA career, but he's still considered like the best basketball player to ever live? He's basically saying no matter how many times you fail, you can always find success. It's just like shit like that. But people give you all sorts of advice. Like all these rich people I see who are giving advice on how to
Bruh,
be
the
successful.
scams, dude. They're like,
They
here, let me.
say
My
you gotta
course will make
work
you a
hard.
millionaire in 5 days.
Exactly.
5 days.
I work hard. I went to work every day. Yeah, some people go to fucking work every day, but they make the salary of a McDonald's employee.
He's
It
like, he
doesn't.
pulls up in
Not
his
your money.
Lamborghini. He's like, hey,
You're,
this could be you in the future.
yeah,
All you have to
exactly.
do is
Some
buy my book for $450 and boom, instant money.
Exactly, yeah. But some people, like, this is how our modern culture works now, is that some people who have no money put in so much effort to look rich, to get like a Dior pair of Nike Jordans, which 10,000 fucking dollars for a pair of shoes is a little bit much, don't you think?
I
You
agree.
got that, you got Gucci material, you got, hell, even Gucci glasses, you can get a Gucci mask, you can get all this fucking Gucci shit, Supreme,
Cheap flip
whatever
flop.
the fuck. And it costs so much money.
I feel like at some point fashion just becomes pointless. Like, is it really fashion if it costs $90,000? I feel like the difference between like a $10 shirt and a $60 shirt, like I can understand like a $60 shirt may be way more comfortable to wear than a $10 shirt. But then again, like the difference, how is a $400 shirt gonna really affect you as a person? I just don't understand. Even if I had all the money in the world, there's no way I would spend it wasting on pointless pieces of clothing that I would be too scared to even wear because they're so expensive.
Or here's another thing. Here's where I stand with expensive clothing. Number one, do you see people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or Steve Jobs before he died? Did you see them wearing any like fucking all this drip? No, they wore
Drip.
like a casual sweater and like khakis and shit
Bro, but
because
they
Yeah, they weren't tripped out like that.
yeah,
dude, dude, they're
because
wearing the fucking what do you call it? The tux, man. They all wear the tux. If you look at all the videos and everything, they're all wearing the
I
sexy
mean,
tux. Those
their drip
tux,
is a nice,
I
dude.
mean,
mhm.
their drip, that's like a $5,000 tuxedo, but that's like a one time.
But that
They probably
doesn't
have like
look.
five of them.
But other people do buy other clothes to buy nice. But like a 6,000 tux, people can use double that money to buy a pair of shoes. I hope you like that's just in our modern culture now.
I feel like
Now
tuxedos are just like
personally
overpriced.
the reason why I personally would never like spend a lot of money to look rich is number one. In my opinion, I could have definitely used that couple $1,000 to make myself look nice into something else. I know, to look nice,
Dom
it's kind of
doesn't
an
need
under.
it. He already looks beautiful.
Hell fucking yeah, I do.
Hell
But
yeah,
but
dude.
my point is that I wouldn't want to wear all that nice clothes because who knows who's gonna see me out in the street or who's gonna see me in a public place and be like, I need some of that stuff. I have a potential of getting robbed. I have a big potential of getting.
Bro, oh, hold on. Can we talk about the rapper that got a diamond implanted in his forehead and now looks like
Oh yeah,
Vision?
let's talk
Oh
about
my
that.
god.
And now
Lil
he
Um,
Uzi.
looks like Vision,
yeah.
dude.
So basically, Lil Uzi Vert got a for all you people who don't listen to rap out there,
I am one of them.
Little Uzi Vert got a diamond. He got a pink diamond. He always raps about a pink diamond, but he got a literal pink diamond worth $24 million just surgically implanted into his forehead like he's fucking Vision.
He literally looks like Vision now. I mean, there's
Yeah,
been like a
God.
million memes of like him getting robbed, and it's just the scene from Endgame
yeah.
where the stone just gets stolen, taken from his
Gotta get this
forehead. It's
bounty
hilarious.
on Lil.
I mean, I don't understand why you'd want to be a walking bank, like a walking ATM machine. Like, you're just asking to be robbed at
See,
that point. I feel like he did it for publicity, but still, that's fucking terrible. Like, imagine how many migraines he's gonna
And
get. Like, his
when was the
body's
last
gonna
time you guys
reject
have had
that.
a Uzi Vert?
His body's gonna reject that diamond.
yeah.
Like,
Here's another thing as well. People weren't like, "Oh, Lil Uzi, that's so cool. That's so cool. You're so
people just
unique
made fun of
because
him.
nobody's ever done that before. It's really cool what you did." No, everybody was fucking clowning on him,
It's
saying,
like the
"You
Travis
spent
Scott Batman
24 fucking
costume.
$1 million. You spent $24 million on a fucking diamond to get it implanted in your head. You are the dumbest fuck to ever walk this earth." It really backfired for him.
Dude, he's probably broke now. Dude, what if he ends up like being broke or he goes to jail and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta cash out
Yeah.
this diamond." They
I
just gonna
gotta pay
scan
all my.
him.
Dude,
They're
that
gonna
I
probably
gotta.
scan
would
him.
look
It's
horrible.
like, fuck it. Here you go.
Like, imagine his
How would he
body
replace
starts
like
reacting to that
diamond?
diamond.
He said that if the diamond is like ever like fucked with, like if somebody ever just like removes the diamond, he could die, he said. And I'm like, well, this man truly is Vision.
He is Vision. Vision
He is Vision.
confirmed. Vision IRL. What?
Do you guys want to go hit this lick on Lil Uzi?
Cash out. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
24
I'll
million.
cash app you your guys' cut.
Yeah, 24 million. Let's go. YouTube, this is a joke. Please don't
Yeah,
take this
but
down.
basically to kind of segue off of this topic, pretty much when it comes to things like nice clothes, diamond in your forehead, whatever the fuck. When it comes to like looking nice, when it comes to fashion like that, when it comes to like designer clothes and just shit like that, it really like it makes you look nice. It makes you feel nice as well, because the fact that you can say, you know what, because for some people it's really not in their situation. Like they spend all their money on this clothes, but for the people who can't afford it, it does feel nice to be like, you know what, I can't afford this fucking overpriced $200 pair of shoes. I can do that. So then they buy it, and it makes you feel nice. It makes you feel good about yourself that you were able to get to a point in life where you can buy a nice pair of things for yourself. It makes you feel nice, and you still have a lot of money. But for some people, that's not really the case. People pour out their life savings to look nice, which I'm
Yeah,
not really.
I don't need good clothes to look good. I'm
Yeah,
just naturally beautiful.
no, you're not. Chilling.
Naturally beautiful and a white shirt.
You're
Exactly. All I need is a white shirt and boom.
Mhm.
Critical confirmed. See, Moist
Because you
Critical is
never
good
really
looking.
like, because you don't see the really rich people ever wearing things like that. Because they know like what
White
happened
shirt, white
I mean, you do
background.
see
bro.
Kanye West and stuff, but like,
Well, that's Kanye, but like
that's
fucking
Kanye West,
That's true.
exactly.
Kanye money compared to Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos money? No, it doesn't.
They
It doesn't.
spend all their money on tuxedos.
Well, yeah, they do. I think the biggest thing I would probably ever flex is a car. I think that's like the nicest thing I
Hell
could
yeah.
flex. Of
I feel
car and like
like I feel like even for sports cars, anything over like 500,000 is too much. Even for sports cars. So like if I had all the money in the world, I would not waste it on like on like a
if
$4 million Bentley.
how are you wasting it if you literally had every single fucking dollar that was
That's true.
Yeah, but I'd probably like 5 million for a car is still too much in my opinion. I'd
It-
probably buy a Lotus or something like a like
No,
a
no, no, no.
cheaper like sports car, but it's still a good looking sports car and a sports car. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna buy like
yeah.
a 4 million one of a kind fucking Ferrari for no point. You know that you can act for to buy a Ferrari, it's like a point system. So like first you have to buy like the cheaper one, then you have to buy like a mid range one, then you have to buy a high range one. You can't go for immediately to a high range one.
I understand that point of
Can't.
business, but you have to think, what about the people who actually have the money and are like, okay, give me this fucking $1 million Ferrari right now.
They can't, dude. They have to like go through like deals. They either like
Why
have
can't
to
they?
like pay like 4 times the month. Cause that's just how it works. I don't know. Cause they're
I think
custom made. They're
That's so
handmade, dude.
weird.
They're
yeah, I think
handmade. They're not made in a factory.
I know, but it also comes down to like I think they're just building trust with
Handmade.
their customers because if some guy just walks in with $1 million in his hand, can you give me a car, please? Can you just give me the
Give
nicest
me
car with
car.
this amount of money right here?
Give me car. I need
Yeah.
car. I need drive.
Okay.
I need
Let's
Ferrari.
find another topic to kind of segue off of this one right
All
here.
right. I'm just gonna ask Kenneth. Kenneth, what's your dream car? Go. Throw it at me.
Oh, okay. We can do that. Yeah, we can do that. What's it?
Give
Dream
me your
cars.
dream car, Kenito.
The Tesla Roadster.
Ooh, pretty
White
snazzy.
interior, and then navy blue, like dark blue on the
For the
outside.
seats? Oh, for the outside. Ooh.
Yeah.
The only thing I have against white fucking seating is that if I ever eat in the car and accidentally get a stain on it,
Mhm.
that's not coming off.
Yeah, I would want them to
Mhm.
be leather. So then,
So
you
yeah,
can
no
eat.
eating in the car at all. No
Miguel,
eating in the car, no drive-through.
I
Miguel,
would eat in my car.
about your dream car.
My car. I mean, it kind of really depends. I know I always say it depends, but if I were to get, I don't feel like I would want like a very expensive car. I'd probably end up just picking a Tesla as well. Probably
Mm,
just for like, cause it's. I mean, first of all, they're fun as hell to drive. I hear, cause like the acceleration's all over the place. Second of all, I feel like the automatic driving feature's kind of fun. I also feel like it's more useful than if I bought a sports car. Even for the price, they're very comfortable. The only downside about it is probably like the fact that it's electric. I can't just go to a gas station, but there are like electric stations all over the city now, the country. So I really don't see that as that big of a problem. And plus, I'm rich, so who cares about the money, right?
yeah. So I think when it comes down to me, I think like as like I have like three stages of cars. First stage is like getting around like just like normal like point A to point B car. So like a Toyota, Nissan, you know,
Yeah, yeah, Toyota Camry, let's go.
fucking Honda Civic.
Fucking Honda Civic, no,
Uh,
the fucking Prius.
I get the I have that, and then I have like you know treat yourself. You got a really good job now. You know you can buy this type of car. It's
Oh,
probably
okay, okay.
probably yeah probably a
Sure.
sports car like a BMW, maybe a hell maybe even a damn what's it called I'd only get a Porsche if I had somebody else who had enough money as me to also buy a Porsche. Get some
Bro, that'd
matching
be
fucking
hilarious. Matching Porsches,
matching Porsches, matching Teslas as well. That'd be pretty fucking badass.
matching, just fucking matching cars, matching fucking everything.
Yeah, not like that, but like matching cars in general would be pretty fucking cool. You can't lie. And then like my
What
dream
do you
car,
want?
like I have all the fucking money I could ever ask for, is probably like an Audi R8. Fucking supercar at that point. Where the fuck did this man go?
That's huge.
Number four. That's stage three. That's like
Right.
superstars.
Now I want to
Like
know. I'm excited for stage 4 then.
Wait, you have four
four.
stages? I thought there were
Yeah, he said
three.
he has. Wait,
No, I don't have four.
how old are you at stage 4?
20.
There is no stage four. That's what I'm
I have
saying.
3 years to get all those cars. Then otherwise I'm a failure.
Yeah. Probably, I think if not an Audi R8, maybe a Rolls Royce. Even though they're
Feel like
expensive as
to
shit.
me the car is more, or the
I
car or the
mean, at that point,
apartment.
it would just be for the flex.
I feel yeah, at that point Rolls Royce
Yeah,
are just for the flex. There's no way you actually need it.
true,
At that
true.
point, for me, I think
Yeah.
it's way more
In
valuable
a
to
Rolls
waste
Royce,
like
be a house.
3 million in a for like a penthouse in NYC or something like that
True, true.
or 3 million, or like 1 million for like a very big house outside New York or something like that, rather
Yeah.
than spend 10 million on like a Rolls Royce I'll probably use like twice a year. I feel like,
You'd use a Rolls Royce twice a year, my
I
guy.
mean,
I mean,
like,
that's bad.
wha-
Look,
like, I mean, if I'm rich, like, what is the point of using the Rolls Royce aren't even like the cars that are fun to drive. They're just very luxurious. They're like the kind of car where you have a driver drive for you. So it's the kind of car to get from point A to point B with a
hey,
driver.
Holmes, can you drive me to the goddamn McDonald's?
Jaquez. Jaquez
No,
driving me.
no, the fucking face Jeff clip.
Oh,
Like some
no.
big brawling black dude named fucking Jacquees.
All
I
right,
love.
all right.
Yeah, shout out to Face Jeff as well if he's watching this, which I
Shout out.
if he's yeah, like he's the fucking
Yo, shout
shout
out
out.
Elon Musk. Thank you for tuning
Hey,
into
shout out
the
Elon Musk. Shout
podcast.
out all my
Shout out Lil Wimp. All
shout
right.
out little
All right. All right, moving
shout out little
on.
back here.
Next topic. We've already been over
Already been
Texas.
over cars and shit.
Been
Oh,
over
oh,
cars. We've been
another
over all
another
that.
bit of breaking news that's coming out today. Um, so it turns out that not only are Texas and I think
Let's talk about
let me get this
yeah,
information.
go ahead.
What were you gonna say, Kenneth?
I was gonna say let's talk about movies.
Oh, we already talked about a lot of movies.
Movies.
Yeah, we can do that. But I just
But
want to
let's
say my piece about this one little thing. It'll only take like 2 minutes.
All
Maximum.
right, all right. Enlighten and brighten.
Okay. Basically, it turns out that
right in
Mississippi
us.
and Texas are removing the mask mandate law.
Already? I mean,
Yeah.
Texas is expected. Mississippi. I mean, they're both very conservative state. I can understand that. I mean, as long as like my states abide by the rules, I don't really care.
I mean, the thing is that they say that COVID cases are like below the
They are
floors.
actually. COVID cases have gone down. Well, because of the vaccine, that's
Yeah,
kind of helped as well. But
there's that, but then there's also like it's gonna just keep on going back up because people are gonna get too comfortable, and then eventually we're all gonna
yeah,
slip up.
I feel like you should wear a mask even if you've taken a vaccine and everything, because you could still pass it on to someone who hasn't taken the vaccine. Plus,
But
some people are allergic to vaccines and stuff like that. So just watch out, I guess.
at this point in time, I really don't know when we're gonna stop. Like when masks are officially like they can go away and everybody would be okay with it. At this point, it's just like when are we gonna get a cure? At this point,
No, I feel like
which
at this point, I feel like
when
no. COVID's issue isn't that there isn't a cure. It's just that it was such a steep, like, way of getting something. So like COVID cases like increased dramatically. So the issue is that there wasn't a cure or treatment for it. It's that there were too many people with the symptoms at once. That was the big issue. I feel like if you look now, there are definitely less deaths. It's not like there aren't deaths, but there are less deaths than there were at the start. It's because like it's kind of like cooled off, and the people, like the resources and stuff, have gone back to kind of normal, I guess, ish. Do you understand what I'm
uh,
saying?
yeah, I understand what you're saying. So
Very ishy.
yeah, so that's all I gotta say. Really, am I in support of it? I mean, I don't want to say,
I am
but
in support of nothing.
yeah, there we go. But pretty much, they opened up. I want to see how they do within the next couple of months to see like a lot of decreased COVID cases. Is it okay to open the state back up? They're really experimenting right now. So now with whatever happens within the next couple of weeks, we can sort of backtrack a little bit and see like if it's a positive thing or a negative thing.
All right,
Okay,
Kenneth,
now
this
I'm
is
done.
your segment. You wanted to do movies. Okay,
Sure.
yeah.
I
Los filmes.
don't know if you guys have watched this movie, but it's like a Chinese movie, I think, or a Korean movie called Parasite. Recently
Yep.
watched it.
I've watched it last year. I watched it when they won the Oscars or Golden
Yeah,
Globes, whichever one they
And
won.
I
They
saw it
won
when it came out.
something. I
It
didn't
was a
see it
really
when it came out
someone
because I didn't know what
recommended
it
it to me.
was, and I'm not really into like kind of like the drama kind of things. It's a very, very deep movie. It's a good movie, but it's very, very dark.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I had heard about it because of the Golden Globes or
Oscars, or
yeah, the
they won like
Oscars.
a bunch of awards.
Mm. And I mean, at that time, I didn't think it would be like a movie that I would watch.
Yeah, I
But
thought that
interesting.
too. I thought that too. It was just like it really isn't my type of movie, but it's definitely a good watch. It's good. Like
Hmm.
it's not
I
like
mean,
something I'd rewatch, but it's
it's
definitely
such
a
a
good
good
movie.
movie. Such a good movie because you don't know what to expect.
No,
And
the
I
story
haven't seen like a movie
constantly
like that in a
twists.
while.
The story constantly
Yeah.
twists. It's very well made.
Yeah. Movie.
A movie that I recently watched is Christopher Robin. Now I know what you're gonna say is like kids movie, whatever, but it's actually a very sad movie.
Yeah, I know.
It's a sad movie about basically growing up. So Christopher Robin is kind of like the kid from the Winnie the Pooh series because everyone grew up with Winnie the Pooh. So
Yeah.
it kind of shows a story of how he's grown up and forgotten all about his like inner child. So the whole movie is him completely being a terrible person because he's forgetting to be that child.
Uh,
It's actually a very sad movie. Did make me cry. But then again,
Jeez,
so did Up, so
pussy. Nah, I'm
wow.
fucking with you.
Wow.
I
Wow.
I cried at Up when I was a kid.
Up is like the first 20 minutes of Up are just pure pain, man. They
Yeah, I
just they
know.
just
Oh,
they just like grab your heart and rip it out of your body
They,
completely.
they just they throw it all over the fucking place.
Bro.
Um, yeah, movie I recently saw. I guess I could fucking say. I don't know. I guess War Dogs. I guess we could talk about that.
I watched War Dogs when it came out with a friend and it was kind of like a meh movie in my
Yeah.
I
opinion, but
actually
it's
don't
just
know
cuz
that movie.
it's with Jonah Hill and Miles Teller, I
Mm.
think.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
about like doing some stuff with
They're
the
basically
government.
they're government contractors, and they're basically the middlemen when it comes to delivering weapons.
But then they do
Because it was
something
at the
they
time
shouldn't.
of the Afghanistan war, and I guess they needed a lot of they were putting out
Oh,
contracts for
this kind of looks interesting.
and guns.
I
And
mean,
I
Don't,
I
it's
saw
don't spoil it for me.
I
and
mean,
Miguel
Jonah
I'm
Hill
not.
and Miles Teller are both really
they're
good
really
actors.
that movie as well.
That looks good.
The problem, Miguel, is that when it came out, I think it came out like 5 years ago
You
or
did.
something like that. You weren't living in America at the time, I
I
don't think.
actually wasn't. I saw it in
Yeah,
Portuguese. I
it's
barely had any idea that we're talking about. But I like now I look up, I remember the story ish. I feel like it's definitely a good watch. It just wasn't for me at the time.
yeah, it's because you have to be like you have to be kind of American to sort of see the movie. You have to know a lot of American culture or like the history of America at least somewhat to know how things work and like how like government contracting goes as well. At least the basic rules, but I can see why like a little kid from from fucking Portugal would have some trouble understanding this fucking movie.
Bruh.
It was a good movie
It
though. It
was
was a
just
really
so
good.
weird.
It's on Netflix as well. I'd give that a watch. Also, I guess we can start to find a way to wrap up in a way.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I would suggest I have one thing to say, and then if somebody else wants to say something,
I actually hold on. I definitely recommend WandaVision. I have to recommend WandaVision.
there we
Their last episode comes out this week, but it's actually a very good TV show. It talks about it's because like if you look at superheroes as a whole, what makes Marvel so much better at telling superhero stories is how they connect the superheroes to their human aspects. So like Peter Parker is struggling not as a superhero, he's just a man in a mask, but he's struggling as a person to maintain his relationships, to like maintain himself, to like deal with the death of his fucking father figures. He literally has none. They're always getting killed.
Yeah.
Um or even Iron Man who's struggling with his own past and struggling to get over it. So like this one is a very good way of creating a funny but very dark way of Wanda, who's the main character, who's fucking Scarlet Witch. For those of you who don't watch Marvel, it's a very fun way for her to show how her mental illness has kind of created what
Mm.
is created in the show. I don't want to spoil much, it's a good watch. It's a good watch even for people who don't like superheroes. Like my parents watch it, and my dad really likes it, for example, and he doesn't really like superhero movies that much. or TV
Yeah.
shows.
Endgame. If you saw it in the movie theater and you enjoyed it, I can suggest you have to give WandaVision like a you have to give it time because the first batches of episodes are like really weird, but then
I'm pretty
it
sure
kicks off.
WandaVision is so far the best Marvel movie rated by uh reviewers, whatever they call it.
Is it
I'm
actually?
pretty sure it's the highest rated currently with
Yeah,
like a
Let me see.
9.7 or something like that. It's very well.
yeah,
It's a very good TV show.
it's
Um,
good.
just
I do
look.
want to speak.
Oh,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead. Speak.
I want to speak on how people are taking WandaVision like really like in my opinion too far. I saw a thing on a gambling website. Now I'm not big into gambling. I just like looking at money lines. I
Oh.
like looking at like who's the basketball game tonight and shit like that. But basically, I was on this website and it was taking bets on who's gonna make a cameo in the next WandaVision episode.
Evan
Like,
Peters.
do you think Spider-Man is gonna make an appearance? Do you think Doctor Strange is gonna make an appearance? Do you think Ultron is gonna make an appearance? And I'm just like, and they have like all these like, it's less likely to happen, it's more likely to happen. I'm like, this is the most junky fucking behavior I've ever seen in my life. How much are you fiending to gamble so bad to be able to fucking to bet on who's gonna be in the next WandaVision episode?
Bruh, WandaVision it's actually really good. I definitely give it a recommended watch. It's kind of taking the world by storm currently. It's literally Disney's. It's basically Marvel's Mandalorian. Mandalorian's another good TV show if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
Both of those TV shows are really good. I'd recommend both of them. I've watched both of them. And if you have Disney Plus, there's literally nothing new on there anyways, so might as well give that a watch.
Yeah. Um.
Over here.
All right. Let's find. Now that we've said that, let's find something to sort of wrap up on. Is this? I think it's been like an hour or something at this
Oh,
point, right?
we've I don't know. I haven't checked.
Okay.
We recently uploaded an epic video or couple of epic videos on our YouTube channel, so if you want to go check those out. I don't know, we can't really add links in Spotify or really anything, but
Yeah.
YouTube, just Google rated E, just you go in like YouTube search and just do rated E crew. I mean, it's like our faces are on the thumbnail, so you'll find us easily. And it's
Mhm.
the giant
I think you're actually
fucking
playing a
E.
drum.
I'm playing the guitar. It's not a drum.
Or
There's a
the guitar.
bruh guitar drum. If only you call guitar a drum, man. God
Imagine.
damn it. I mean, you called it a flute, dude. You thought a
Yeah.
flute was a
It was
guitar.
an I said that because it was fucking funny. Was
All
it
right.
not? Was
Well,
it not
it
funny
was
to call a
hilarious because it was so
clarinet a guitar?
stupid.
Was that not
There's a
funny?
clear difference between a guitar and a flute.
Fuck you, dude. I said it because it was funny.
It was funny because it was so
Hey, you
stupid.
son of a bitch. So why are you complaining? Stupid fuck. Leave me alone.
All right. Thank you,
All right.
ladies.
Besides my aggression, um, yeah. Make
All
sure
right,
to like
guys.
and subscribe. Check out
Peace.
all the shit that we mentioned. Links below. And thank you guys so much for listening. If you're still here at the, love you guys, and have a good day. I'll see you guys later.
Like, subscribe, follow. What's the last one? Notification bells turned on. That's a thing.